What's happening, homeboys, homegirls? Rise Academy, baby. It is, man. It's your boy. You already know the vibe, you dig? Alright. So, we back at it again, you know what I'm saying? This is the academy teaching. And what we do typically in the coaching is we teach mindset, we teach the art of mastery, we teach the art of seduction, we also teach the art of believing, the magic of believing, right? So a lot of this has a lot to do with the mental construct when it comes to your thought process, how you think about yourself, how you view yourself. And what we do here is reconstruct it if there's anything that's going to pull back from, where you're trying to go. Because a lot of us, we have different issues that may hinder us from getting to that next goal, right? So one thing that I was actually reading about was in The Magic of Believing, it actually talked about how you view yourself as successful. And a lot of people really don't know, or they do, and they get confused because they think they're on the right path, but there's something missing there, right? So I want to try to help out and complete that click for us, right? So I'm gonna just read you a little bit of a chapter from the book Magic of Believing, man. And this is a powerful book, right? So what it says is, thus, while it is necessary for you to feel and think of yourself as successful, it is also important for you to go one step further and to actually see yourself as already successful, either in the performance of some selected task or as actually occupying the position to which you are aspiring. For the next and final step, you must wait patiently while the subconscious is assimilating the elements of your problem and then goes about it on its own to work for you in the way you need to see it. And I think that's an important step. And I think what most people get confused is, in their mind, they say, well, first of all, their goal may be a little bit different, right? They'll try to magic of believing something that they've never acquired. And so what this is actually stating is you have to really believe what it is based on real experience, right? So meaning this, you can believe that you're a millionaire, but if you never acquired it before, you don't necessarily have that backing, right? So what you do for this particular instance is what I'm referring to. This is something that is going to become from experience. You have to believe somewhere in there that the experience is there, and you can go back in your life and say, okay, this actually did happen to me before, so now I can acquire it to continue to elevate that to the next level based on my experience of growth. So if you have experience of growth, in order for you to get that, this is where it actually comes into the next step. So performance means it's actually being done, meaning doing the action. So for example, and this is something with fighters. So if you're a fighter, right, you have to believe when you're in like the cage, there's a mental battle. That's why you have to prepare for a battle before you actually go into the real battle. If you don't win the mental battle, you're gonna lose the physical battle. And this is why you train. You have so many different thoughts that go on inside your mind before you get in that cage, before you get in that ring, you know what I'm saying, before you hit that mat. That you have to be successful already in your mind multiple times, multiple different ways, different avenues before you hit that ring. Because in boxing, you know what I'm saying, you may be studying your opponent and you see the way he fights. You might have a visualization of how he does, like a 1, 2, 3. How are you going to combat that? That's a mental practice that you do. So you practice that mentality of how you're going to get first of all, not only to dodge, but to hit on the weaknesses that he has open. And you practice it in your sparring in the gym. You practice it with your coaches. You practice it with the mitts. And you visualize your opponent and how that person fights, which is why it's important for you to study. But again, this is key for component. This is key for performance and task. And this is going to assist you in the magic of believing that you can actually win this fight. based on real life experience. This is why it's important for you to display and act these things out in the art of combat. So when you get in that ring, you'll be more mentally prepared because you've actually done the work. So the art of believing is actually necessarily going to become true. And this is where you have to wait. Practicing things every single day, the subconscious is actually recording you in your entire life to prove the fact that you can actually beat somebody in the ring. So this is what breeds confidence. The confidence comes from the actual performance that you've been doing. And you know you've been doing it because your subconscious is recording every single move that you've been making up until that point of the fight. So you can look at this person in your face because you've seen this person multiple times every single day that you've been training to beat this opponent. So there's no way they can beat you. This is where that ultimate power comes from. This is where the ultimate aggression comes from. This is where the passion comes from. And this is how you succeed into the magic of believing. All through the art of task performance, all through the art of believing that you can do it. And another thing is strategy. You have to become a strategist. So you have to actually believe that you can do it. And what this does is puts this aura in your mind to say, well, since I'm actually going to do it, now I have to perform. What do I need to do to succeed now? You have to go through the process of research to go through these things to get you to where you want to go. Because most people just think, oh, in my mind, I'm a firm to be a millionaire. Okay, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm grateful. I'm gratitude. Wake up the next day, you still broke. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not doing anything. So faith without works is dead. Believe, 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 right? All this little magic guru stuff, right? You can affirm anything in this world, but you're not going to get it until you wholeheartedly in your spirit, in your physical presence, in your mental presence, everything has to align in one for you to go and search for how to get this done, right? You can't just say you're going to want money, but you don't even know what money is. You're doing yourself a disservice. Your subconscious is not doing anything for you. And that's what this talks about. The subconscious won't do anything for you until you put this into action and task and performance. You have to do the work. Now, sometimes people are going to be quicker than others. So you can't get upset about that. You have to already believe that this is there. So it's going to take the time that it needs to take for you because everybody learns differently. So you have to put yourself in these different type of tasks to get you into these goals. You have to do every single thing possible. Process and task you have to go through in order for you to get this belief into your mind wholeheartedly for you to perform and consistently with the same passion every single day, right? So this is something that I know is missed a lot of times because it's not really communicated properly, you know? And so I want to make sure that we communicate this in the most proper manner. So yeah, welcome to the academy, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is the magic of believing. This is the art of believing. This is exactly how we do these things. You know what I'm saying? So I like, and this is why I like looking at fighters and training fighters and things like that, because really it's a real battle. It's a mental battle before you get into the ring. And a lot of times people will tell you, they can look into a man's eyes and almost tell you, oh, I won this. I got this fight. He don't even look like he's prepared. You have to really put yourself in the grind, but you have to. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing that I want to make sure that I am communicating with you guys, right? And so we walk you through the entire process. It doesn't necessarily, you don't have to be in the ring. You can acquire this in a career. You can acquire this in personal life. You can acquire this in relationships. You know, this isn't just something that you do on combat. This is something that you do as a life lesson. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, real quick, I just want to make sure I communicated that to you guys and, you know, make sure we were dope with it. You know what I'm saying? You like these shades, man? You know, I like the shades. You feel me? I got to make sure I'm looking good for the night, too, man. I got a nice event to go to. You dig? So, yeah, tap in with your boy. You dig? This is Cobe Rise and Rise. We about this thing, baby. Peace.